Is there a new hint from Mojtaba that he is meticulously planning the assassination of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, raising alarms about an imminent threat from Iran's inner circles? Mojtaba is now plotting a fierce revenge for his father's losses, putting Netanyahu directly in grave danger and sparking widespread panic across Israel as tensions escalate dramatically. Iran issues a chilling threat with the words "right time and place, careful planning, heavy price," leaving the world stunned by the scary warning of calculated retaliation against its enemies. It's not just Khamenei Sr. seeking vengeance. Mojtaba is personally planning revenge for all these so-called martyrs, signaling a broader and more relentless campaign of retribution from Iran's leadership. Israel finds itself left completely alone on the global stage as Iran boldly breaks through Trump's long-standing Hormuz Strait blockade, shifting the balance of power in the Middle East. Amid the ongoing U.S. naval blockade in the region, a prominent Iranian lawmaker has now hinted at detailed plans for avenging the death of the late supreme leader, intensifying fears of escalating conflict. The senior lawmaker boldly declared that Ali Khamenei and all other top leaders killed in the recent war would be avenged without mercy, vowing a powerful response from Tehran. The deputy speaker of Iran's parliament has reportedly revealed exactly how Tehran is meticulously planning its revenge against its adversaries, according to shocking new intelligence reports. Ali Niqsad's provocative comments, which directly threaten both the United States and Israel with retaliation, were exclusively reported by Iran International just this morning on April 15th. The deputy speaker of the Iran parliament said, quote, "This revenge will be carried out at an appropriate time and place, with careful planning, and our enemies should expect to pay a heavy price for their actions," unquote. Ali Niqsad added that Iran's ongoing uranium enrichment program was strictly intended for peaceful purposes only, as confirmed in the latest detailed report from credible sources tracking Tehran's nuclear statements. Niqsad emphatically called Iran's uranium enrichment its absolute right and a clear red line that remains completely non-negotiable under any circumstances, according to the same authoritative report. Niqsad firmly stated that Iran would continue to stand strong and unwavering with its allied forces across Lebanon, Yemen, Iraq, and Syria, no matter the mounting pressures from adversaries. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was tragically killed during devastating military strikes that targeted key locations on February 28, marking a pivotal moment in the escalating regional conflict. Mojtaba, the son of Khamenei, swiftly took over as Iran's new supreme leader on March 8, stepping into the role amid heightened tensions and vows of retaliation from the regime. So who were the top leaders that were killed in joint American and Israeli strikes? Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, was the most powerful figure in the Islamic Republic, overseeing all key political, military, and religious decisions with absolute authority across the nation. Ali Larijani, serving as the secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, played a central role in shaping Tehran's top security policies and coordinating strategic responses to regional and global threats. Ali Shamkhani, as a senior advisor to Khamenei, acted as a key confidant to the supreme leader, guiding him on sensitive security, military, and diplomatic matters at the highest levels of power. Mohammad Pakpour, the IRGC commander-in-chief, was responsible for directing Iran's powerful Revolutionary Guard ground forces and orchestrating major military operations both inside and outside the country. Gholam Reza Soleimani, the commander of the Basij paramilitary force, led Iran's vast volunteer militia network, mobilizing loyalists for internal security, crackdowns, and support operations during times of crisis. Abdolrahim Mousavi, as the chief of staff of Iran's armed forces, oversaw the coordination of all branches of Iran's military, managing strategic planning and the country's overall defense posture. Esmail Khatib, the intelligence minister, controlled Iran's extensive intelligence apparatus, supervising domestic surveillance, foreign espionage, and covert operations against perceived enemies. Ali Reza Tangsiri, the IRGC Navy commander, commanded Iran's naval forces in the Gulf and the Strait of Hormuz, directing maritime operations and confrontations with rival powers in these strategic waters. Aziz Nazirzadeh, the defense minister, was in charge of Iran's defense policies and military procurement, overseeing weapons development, strategic planning, and coordination with the armed forces. Behnam Rezai, the IRGC Navy intelligence chief, led the collection and analysis of critical naval intelligence, tracking enemy movements and shaping Iran's maritime security and confrontation strategies. Days after peace talks with Iran failed to produce results, President Trump has signaled that the conflict with Iran may be nearing its end, suggesting a potential de-escalation. Trump's comments were revealed in clips from a yet-to-be-aired interview conducted with Fox News, providing new insights into his administration's stance. The interviewer, Maria Bartiromo, claimed that Trump told her directly during the discussion that the war with Iran was effectively over. In a video she posted to her X account, Bartiromo claimed that Trump stated the conflict with Iran was over, highlighting his optimistic assessment. Subsequently, in clips officially released by Fox News, Trump clarified that the war was close to being over, indicating progress toward resolution. Trump's comments to Fox News were reported by the Times of Israel on April 14, covering the details of the interview excerpts. Donald Trump said, and I quote, "I think it's Iran war. Close to over. Yeah. I mean, I view it as very close to over. If I pulled up stakes right now, it would take them 20 years to rebuild that country. And we're not finished. We'll see what happens. I think they want to make a deal very badly." Unquote. Trump also justified the military actions, arguing that the strikes had prevented Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons in the near term. According to Trump, without this US intervention, Iran would already possess a functional nuclear arsenal by now. Earlier, Trump told the New York Post that talks with Iran could resume within 2 days, pointing to possible diplomatic restarts. Trump's comments came amid ongoing reports of ships still managing to cross the Strait of Hormuz despite the active US naval blockade. After imposing a naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, Donald Trump has signaled a possible shift toward renewed diplomatic engagement. The US president indicated that he is considering a second round of negotiations with Iran, according to recent reports. In an interview with the New York Post, Trump stated that discussions with Iran could resume within the next 2 days. He also suggested that the proposed talks may once again take place in Islamabad, based on current indications. However, Trump's remarks appear to differ from earlier statements made in the same interview cycle. Previous reports had indicated that he described the pace of talks with Iran as slow and uncertain. He had also earlier suggested that a second round of negotiations might not be held in Pakistan. According to the New York Post, Trump had even indicated that European countries could host the next phase of discussions.